Hello, everybody. I'm Elwirfy, and I wanted to first say thank you to everyone who has been super enjoying, um, well, me talking about Killing Floor. And as you can see, now we have a video in a video. Very fun, very exciting. Your guys' response to this video absolutely exploded. I think that's fantastic. We got a lot of comments here, and I'm definitely going to still be replying to everybody who puts in a comment as best as I can. But specifically, this guy here, Sykes5089, sent me a video about another smaller content creator who's also talking about the Killing Floor 3 issue, and very true to my word because I very much genuinely believe in supporting small content creators. I wanted to show off another video now of someone talking about some issues that I didn't talk about last time. This person's called MMMM with a face. I love it. That's awesome. I think it's fantastic. He only has 36 subscribers, so bam, please go subscribe if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and jump into it. I have a lot to say about this. I didn't even consider this. The stuff that he's going to talk about, I have not even considered for gameplay. So let's take a look and see what we have to say. Notice that even as he's shooting, the impact of the bullets doesn't feel as good, right? Maybe that's just a me thing, but I immediately on seeing this, I feel like it's not good. I don't know.
As Killing Floor fans, whether a diehard for the original or one of the 10 million players who enjoyed Killing Floor 2, you know that good gunplay is one of the core elements to making the game not only fun, but immersive as well.
That's the entirety of the game, actually. Not that I'm disagreeing with him. I'm just saying, if the gunplay's not good, there's no point in playing the game.
If you've had the chance to play the Killing Floor 3 beta, or simply watching from the sidelines, it's pretty clear that something is wrong with the guns. And I'm not just talking about the generic sci-fi looks or the lack of high FPS animation. Significant.
Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that, but the snappiness of when he's arming the gun feels very frame rate based, and it's not. Is that the right word? It feels like it's snappy. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a smooth flow of transition. In fact, here let's go through that again. I think that's very important to demonstrate. Let's just one more time, and we'll go really slow here, like I did last time. Let's go down to 2.5. I'm gonna mute it for a sec, just so I can show you this, and we'll go back. So as you can see, he looks at the gun, and then where is it? Let's see if we can catch it. How it snaps. Did I go too far forward? Maybe. Yeah, I think it's right here. So he cocks the gun, and as he's flipping it and re-aims it, I believe we see the frame change. No, weird. When it's going faster, the frame change seems more obvious. Oh well. Maybe just my eyes. Maybe my eyes are getting bad.
Were made to casualize the gunplay for the general audience.
Yeah. It feels jankier. I don't know. It feels jankier.
Regardless of how you feel about Killing Floor having a crosshair, I'd hope that it would at least function properly, especially since this has been industry standard for at least 25 years at this point.
To be fair, Killing Floor didn't have a crosshair, or at least I don't believe it had a crosshair, and that was part of the fun is that you kind of just learn your weapons that you like. But also, I played support. I'm a shotgun guy, so I definitely didn't need my crosshair as much because I'd be up close anyway.
It doesn't. For transparency,
It looks like it is following the crosshair. The problem is that the way Killing Floor's guns work, and it seems like they've maintained it, is it's based on literally like so. There's two ways to do guns in first-person shooter games. It comes out of the barrel or it comes out of your head. And in this game, it seems like it comes out of the barrel, and the recoil is causing the spread, seemingly. And obviously, every gun will have different recoil, so that's why the crosshair typically isn't useful with guns like that, because the spread is hard to predict because it's based on the recoil of the weapon, and it's not based on like coming out of your head where it's like a hit scan, so like it's a pre-planned recoil pattern. Like I bet you that the recoil pattern, while it's going to be consistent, will feel more random to players versus if it was coming out of your head to do like a hit scan kind of thing. That's my guess. Again, I'm not an expert on recoil, but I think that's why we're seeing that the crosshair is just not useful. And to be fair, when you put a crosshair in the game and your shots don't follow the crosshair, then it makes it obvious why you shouldn't use a crosshair in your game.
Probably say that Killing Floor 2 also had a crosshair you can enable.
I didn't
However,
know
it
that.
was similarly ineffective, but in a different way.
That's fair.
One that makes sense when you consider that Killing Floor 2 gunplay isn't dog shit. How about this automatic shotgun, where the buckshot
Oh,
lands
whoa, whoa, whoa,
outside the
whoa, whoa. Why
crosshair?
is it going? Make your crosshair bigger. If you're gonna make a gun with spread, it needs to still be everything should be within the crosshair. Like you see this very well in Counter Strike. Like even at the if you hip fire the op, it will be in the crosshair. It'll be on the edges, but it'll be in the crosshair. Why don't you just make the crosshair bigger to reflect the spread of your shotgun? Also, that is a huge spread for the shotgun. I don't. Maybe I'm. Maybe it's because he's far away from the target that the spread is going out so much that we have so much bloom. But I don't remember shotguns ever having this much spread. Again, I liked the shotgun because, especially when you aim down sight, you get a really tight little like ball of pellets. And but the problem is though that as you saw in the gameplay and stuff, and there's some other gameplay videos I want to show off later. Um, Shotguns are seemingly very ineffective now. But I'll get to that. There's another video I have planned for that.
Or this one, where the reticle is tight,
Oh
but the
wow!
spread is 3 meters wide.
Holy shit, that's
The biggest
terrible.
downfall of the crosshair not being dynamic is the fact that with the new attachment system, you can
Actually, on that one gun, it's not dynamic. On I believe it was the one that looked like the Scar. I believe it was dynamic where it was spreading. But in that instance, the spread was so small compared to the crosshair. It actually made the crosshair too big on the one that looks like the Scar. It doesn't make sense.
actually
Oh, here's a
drastically
Scar. Yeah.
change the
See,
accuracy of
that
your
this one
weapon.
it expands,
However, the
but now it doesn't
crosshair
make
won't
sense.
reflect it, which makes it totally useless for gameplay. So they
Yeah.
included it, which people don't want, and it doesn't work properly.
Yeah, in that last point, let's just say, so some crosshairs are dynamic and some aren't. The ones that are dynamic are not needing to be dynamic, and the ones that are not dynamic and need to be dynamic. It's just total flip-flopping. I feel like someone screwed up some code. I feel like I'm hoping that'll get fixed, actually. That seems like something that, if they care, if TripWire gives a damn at all, they should at least fix the crosshair dynamicies so that way it makes sense with the guns you're using. Yeah, well, we already kind of talked about weapon spread, solving a problem you created. Yeah, that's fair.
If you've played the support perk in
I
Killing Floor
did.
2,
Yeah,
you know how
that's me.
fun and lethal the shotguns can be.
And see how like it doesn't
Not
go that
hampered
far
by
outside of the crosshair? It's pretty good. And admittedly, he's standing a bit far away, so the spread will be a little wider. But it's pretty tight.
artificial need to aim down sights in order to extend your effective range, a la Call of Duty.
I'm not skilled
And
enough
if
to
you
do
get
this, but
good
this is
enough,
really cool that
you
he can
can
do that.
forego the need to aim with other classes too, since there really isn't bullet spread. Instead, the bullets go where the weapon itself is pointing.
Right.
But more on that in the next part. If you enjoyed how
Yeah, see how
reliable
not
and
tight it
consistent
is?
the
That's so
shotguns
weird.
were in the previous game, you're not going to like them in Killing Floor 3. Unfortunately, they added Call of Duty style spread and
What?
spread reduction, so now when you aim, your shots are really tight, but when you're hip firing,
Also, I think the aim down sight spread is too small. Shotguns were meant. So one of the cool things about the shotguns in general in Killing Floor, and if you go watch my Killing Floor 1 gameplay that I made showing off shotguns, you can see the bullets as they fly through, the penetration, and the spread is obvious even when you're not up against a wall. In this game, you can't really follow the bullets, which is a bit disappointing.
your shots are all over the place. I know this footage is going to get compressed to hell, but in Killing Floor 2, you saw the example where I can just strafe side to side and
Yeah.
hip fire from further away, but in this game, the machine gun misses at like 8 meters.
You can see it's following the
while standing
recoil
still.
pattern. The bullets are following the recoil
Seeing how
pattern.
Tripwire's been responding to the community and the fact that specialists are still going to be in the game at launch,
Oh, what? Well, I already talked about the problem with microtransactions, and I knew they were going to break stuff. And look at that, all the new. Well, no, wait, hold on. That doesn't even look like new characters. It looks like it's just a skin. Oh my God, it's just skins. It's not even like anything good. Wow, what a waste of money. And they're calling it the Flatline bundle, but are we getting a medic class? What are you doing, guys? This is why I don't play games with microtransactions with this kind of stuff because it's stupid. That's one of the reasons I like Killing Floor at all is because, well, I mean, admittedly they have stuff you could buy, but truthfully you never needed it because you have access to all these weapons, all this variety, and now they're hampering us and limiting us. This is so bad. God damn it.
really makes me think that the attachment system is damaging the weapon.
Yeah, like creds. This is what I use for my my thumbnail on my other video that you guys blew up. Uh, like let's actually talk about this image for a
Is
moment. Like they're gonna be having a supply pass, so That tells me we're going to get a bunch of weapons that you couldn't get before. They're going to be giving cosmetics for characters, but not adding new stuff. And then they're getting skins. So it's all cosmetic, which normally I'm fine with. But it's like, one, no offense, Killing Floor isn't really about cosmetics to me. Like, I have no problem if you want to buy a cosmetic, that's cool, because it doesn't affect gameplay. But are you now telling me that I mean, as far as the game is communicating to me, what you're saying is that you're not actually gonna add more specialists or more weapons. You're just gonna get skins for the stuff we already have. So does that mean we're not getting a bunch of weapon variety? Does that mean we're stuck with all the stupid weapons we have in beta and that's it? Come on, commit. Like I hate it. I hate the idea of buying packs of specialists and buying weapons, but like you gotta like do that. Otherwise, the game has nothing. There's no progression. There's no point.
Damaging the weapons
Oh my god.
because the weapons are bad at the start. So you get to buff
Oh, what is this? So cosmetic, 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 all cosmetic. So again, no actual new weapons and no new specialists. So that means that okay, so that means are we not actually going to be getting new weapons and specialists in your bundles and stuff? Why would anyone pay for this stuff? Unless you're like a dumb kid who doesn't know what you're doing. Because, one, this is all a waste. Who cares? Nobody cares. You're here to fight the zombies. You're taking away from the core of the game.
them with attachments. Yay! While in the previous game, they were just good.
I
They could
agree.
have just had it like the previous game, but then give you the option to change like your ammo or your optic, and that would have been enough.
Yeah, they made the
But
weapons
now
worse
everybody needs
for
to
no
put
reason.
laser sights and foregrips and compensators just to get artificial accuracy bonuses, while there's nothing else competing for the slot. But before you can even craft attachments, you
Right.
have to unlock them. This is partially time gated with
Okay.
daily and weekly challenges.
Whoa. When he said unlock at first, I was like, okay, so like as you play more, you'll like level up and you'll get your stuff. Are you telling me like it's limited time events to get attachments? Is that where we're at now? Limited time events to get attachments? That is so stupid. You've made the weapons bad, and now what you're telling me is that you can't even unlock with leveling. You have to unlock by doing challenges. So that means that someone could play the game normally and have fun, but not unlock stuff. What's great about Killing Floor is that you just play the damn game and you just get unlocks and you level up your classes and perks. So it used to work. You'd level them up by just shooting Zeds, and then how many Zeds you did was how you level up. Admittedly, on Killing Floor, they added stuff like, oh, well, this. They would do stuff based on what the perk is good at, but they made sure it was always things that you're doing naturally. This stuff, it's like, I mean, I guess you do it, but I don't know. It's very, like, you want to make it so that way any class can do any of these challenges sometimes, but then some of them are for specific characters. So but the thing is, you don't necessarily. Do you know what you're gonna get? Let's see if he clicks
The
on it.
majority of the unlocks
Uh-huh.
are going to come from the built-in challenges that
Show
are
me.
not.
Okay, you get random schematic. Oh, whoa. Don't you dare tell me we're getting shards of schematics. Don't you dare tell me that you have to craft stuff. Holy crap. Is there like a crafting system in this game? How badly are they messing this up? I'm getting like really upset. I'm trying to be calm for the video, but like what are you doing? Oh my god.
I recommend that when you start playing Killing Floor 3 to have a rough idea of what
XP
character
random
you'd like to
schematic.
play,
So you don't even know what you're
because
getting.
the attachment unlocks are weighted, and you're going to get a lot of them early on with the easy challenges, but it'll
Okay.
slow down by
Why
the
is it
time you
random?
get like 10 hours
What's going on here? Morningwood, that's funny. Are the guns stiff? I don't know. I didn't get to use them, unfortunately, because I didn't get to play in the beta, but I'm certainly happy to talk about this. Okay, he's not going to talk, so I'll just talk about stuff as I see it, so that's good. I'm disappointed that he says that the guns don't have personality. Wait, there's no difference. Yeah, I don't understand. maybe I'm not good enough at the game to do what he's. I don't know how much of this is your mouse control versus how much is like the gun. I'm assuming he's not trying to correct with recoil himself, and he's just holding down the button. But it seems like there's no difference in recoil. The medic's SMG. Oh, there is a medic in the game. I must have missed it. I don't know why I missed it. Oh wait, no, but he's still Mr. Foster, and Mr. Foster is yeah, and Mr. Foster has the medic gun. Wait, that doesn't make sense. The guns all sound the same too. Do you notice that the guns all sound the same? Yeah, I guess the shotguns are okay. I'm biased because I like shotguns. I think shotguns are pretty good, but Jesus, look at that spread. That is not effective. Man, that explains why shotguns aren't one-hit killing stuff, because the spread's all over the place. Shotguns used to be like that reliable, like, you hit them, they're gonna die. I like shotguns. No wonder that I was watching other gameplay and seeing the shotguns not killing the basic guys. The spread's ridiculous. Look at that. Kill for two. Fair. Well, that's fun. I love this machine gun, by the way, that he's using. Very good. Yeah. Can you hear how different the weapons sound? Like how you can tell you're shooting a sniper versus you're shooting a machine gun versus an assault rifle. You can hear the difference. All right. I know that we're looking at spread and we're looking at like recoil and stuff, but just can we just appreciate the weapon variety for a second in Killing Floor 2? I think that's fantastic. Yeah. Every gun sounds different and feels good. And see, you can have cosmetics on guns. I don't mind there being cosmetics. My issue is that, based on what we've seen, they're not even adding new specialists or weapons to the first things they're trying to release. So you're literally just making us start with less gear for no reason.
I fully
Sounds
admit that
good.
if you've not played Killing Floor 2 before, this comparison might look like nonsense. But for those of you who have
I've
played
played
either
it.
recently or
I
in
know.
its prime, then I hope you understand what I'm trying to portray. Because each weapon is unique, they pull in
Yeah,
their
they're all
own ways.
different.
Some jump high,
It's
some jump
very
low, some are
wonderful.
really steady, like the SMGs, but they don't do much damage. But even then, if you're running around, if you're hip firing, the guns bounce all over the place. But not wildly, not randomly, not like Call of Duty. They point in a direction and they shoot in that direction, a direction you can see and a direction you can aim.
See how you can see the bullet trails? That was the best showed by the sniper, I think.
See in a direction you can
Oh god. Uh,
aim.
See, you can see the. Can you see that? Can you guys see that? You can in game when you're playing. It might be hard to see on the video. You can see your bullet trails. So and that's in Killing Floor 1 too. You could see where your bullets are going. So you could kind of, even without a crosshair, because I didn't play with a crosshair, and to be honest, I didn't realize there was a crosshair in Killing Floor. Um, you can kind of gauge the pattern pretty well. I'm not great at controlling recoil. I'm actually pretty bad at it. But in Killing Floor, you can watch your bullets fly around and typically correct pretty easily. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool.
And that's where I think the high level play is really going to be different because in Killing Floor 3, all you do is pull down.
Is that it? Is it that easy? Maybe if I'm good at Killing Floor 3, like if I'm not gonna get it, but if I was playing Killing Floor 3, would I be good just by pulling down? Oh, the Z
Part of the
time.
replayability and uniqueness of Killing Floor 2 Z Time was that each class, when you hit level 25, got 2 special abilities to choose from for slow motion.
Okay.
Some of them let you shoot really fast, some of them let you reload your guns, some of
Okay.
them let you do a bunch of damage, some of them let you get healing, some of them let you run around at full speed during slow-mo while
That's really
everybody
cool.
else is still slow. All of these things are now gone.
What?
In Killing Floor 3, everybody moves, shoots, and reloads at full speed. On top of this,
Oh,
you do an extra
okay.
400% damage during slow mo, meaning that everybody instantly becomes a god and the
What?
best of all worlds compared to the uniqueness and special abilities of Killing Floor 2.
So they're killing the progression system
Someone
even more.
legitimately needs to check on Tripwire's staff
Oh my
because I
God.
think that this dude is running the project.
Maybe. Also, another thing to point out with how Z time worked. So in the first killing floor, all it would do is slow you down. As far as I know, it didn't act, but you could still move your mouse around pretty good. Killing Floor 2 added, like you said, added that progression system where you could change how your Z time works, which I thought was a cool and unique, innovative way to support an already existing system. So now they've taken a step back and they've essentially, what he's saying is they went back kind of to Killing Floor 1 where like everyone had the same thing happen to them. Everything just was slower, which is interesting, but there wasn't that 400% damage boost before either. Your weapons in Killing Floor 1 still did the same amount of damage. So it seems like Z time, while it's not like, so the way you build up Z time is you just kill a lot of Zeds, I believe. I don't know if it's headshots specifically or just, I'm not a like max level dude or anything, but when you play, your Z time, one, it lasts a decent amount of time. Two, like it felt like Z time doesn't really last that long, but it also in this game you can add Z time if people are getting kills. So I could see like if you're really good, if you line everyone up in like a pile, kind of like Call of Duty, and then you can somehow activate Z time, you could chain your Z time to eliminate a whole wave of dudes pretty easily, especially if you have a whole team working together. I feel like we're going in the wrong direction with Z time, and Z time was a cool aspect where like you get to slow down. It gives you a little bit of a break from the action. It lets you kind of reposition, get out of a tough spot. Like there's cool things about Z time, but if we're going to make everyone go back to being the same, you shouldn't be giving a 400% damage boost because then it makes it you almost you could almost have a strategy of just killing the little guys, waiting for Z time to show up, and then just killing like a flesh pound with a pistol because you have 400% plus damage. Why are they giving four times damage? That's insane. All right, anything else in the video? Dear Tripwire. Oh, he's reading a letter. If you're going to try and ruin our pockets with microtransactions from day one, at least polish up your gameplay so it doesn't look and feel and play worse. Yep. Um, Yeah, the guns are all stiff as a board and have no personality. Make the crosshair actually represent the aim cone. That's fair. Remove the awful shotgun accuracy nerfs. Yes, shotguns seem really bad. Attachments need to be less grindy and RNG based. Absolutely. Yeah, why are they RNG based? That's stupid. Why are we getting random schematics? That's so dumb. The time needs to be reeled in. There's still time. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. If the game is fun, people will play and spend money. That is so true. What developers don't understand is that if you make a good game, people will just spend money on it. Like, that's what's important. If Fortnite did a bad job of doing its core gameplay, then no one would care about all their loot and fun stuff. Well, maybe some idiot kids would, but like the people who are competitive, like they wouldn't like if the game was not fun to play, they wouldn't do it. They'd go play something else. Do you know how many games there are nowadays that come out that have different like you need to have a good game and then add the microtransactions in. If you from the ground up make a game with the intention of microtransactions, that means your gameplay probably isn't very good because you're altering your gameplay based on how you want to make money instead of making a game that's fun and then adding a monetization system on top of that. It's just a huge difference. It's a huge difference. So I don't know why Tripwire would do this. I don't know if there's any more to this letter, so let's see if this goes anywhere. If not, that'll probably be the end of the video. Really big thank you, real quick, to this guy MMMM with a face. I think that's really cool. Um, Definitely go subscribe to him. He's really cool. See you all on the Killing Floor 2. Perfect. I love it. I love it. That's perfect. I love it. Go ahead and subscribe to him. We can take a look at some comments. I love you know me. I love reading the comments on these things. Um, let's see. It's actually dead on. Yeah. Happy to hear some real criticism of it. It is a complete Killing Floor 2 sweat. I only managed to sink even a fraction of my time because of the world-class gunplay. It's been genuinely mind-boggling hearing people say the gunplay in Killing Floor 3 is good. Who's saying it's good? Um, Wait, are there people saying this game is good? And just to be clear, I'm not saying Killing Floor 3 is like an objectively like, oh, it's a shit game. I'm saying Killing Floor 3 is bad in comparison to its predecessors. We're not here saying that the game overall is bad, like it's badly developed, it's bug. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they're taking a step back away from what makes Killing Floor good, and it's it's ruining it. That's the problem. But are people saying it's good? Who's saying that the guns are good? We can tell that there's a lack of uniqueness. So that's really disappointing. Let's see what other people are saying. Oh wow, you're portraying the problem with Killing Floor 3 really well. Yeah, haven't tried it and didn't know. I was like, it can't be that bad until you show the gunplay. Exactly. Each weapon is shooting in its own unique way. Even I played Killing Floor 2 for 1,300 hours and didn't notice that. Yeah, Killing Floor 3 looks really bad. And the Z system. Yep. I think we're all agreeing with it. Your point around 5 minutes is so important. Yeah, I cannot speak. Your point around 5 minutes is so important. High recoil weapons in Killing Floor 2 feel like absolute dog shit. Yeah, this is good. This is perfect. A whole Killing Floor where every gun is the ACR. Exactly. Yeah, I genuinely forgive Tripwire adding specialists, but I cannot forgive the awful gunplay. I don't know why. I would not forgive specialists. I think that's a bad choice. I think it's bad. Oh, this guy. Oh, here's an interesting take. He's only done Killing Floor 1. I'm into Killing Floor 1 and Killing Floor 1 only. I loved everything about it. Safe, maybe the grind. It is a very grindy game. It's very hard to level up in Killing Floor 1. And nothing has ever come close to what it was for me. Deeply disappointed. Um, yeah, I don't know what RO1 is. Maybe you can tell me what RO1 is. I apologize if I should know what it is. I probably even do know what it is. I just can't off the top of my head right now think of what um, RO1 is. Um, yeah, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Again, make sure to subscribe to this guy. Let's go check out his channel too. Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of videos, but definitely go subscribe. He made some really good points. And oh, look, we can even watch his gameplay of Killing Floor 3 being stupid. So definitely go check him out. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll definitely see you guys next time. So take care, everyone.